Civil defense officers revolt over deduction of 5,000 naira from their salaries for useless name tag. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Officers of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps are protesting at the Corps headquarters in Abuja and its formation across the country over a 5,000 naira deduction in their December salaries. I've been a fan of allow these people, as in give them their money when due, give them their wage, them and the health sector, that is doctors, nurses, and pharmacists, every of them working in the health sector. Because why? They tend to do more than they're paid for. They tend to leave their family and they do good. A doctor leaves his family members who we're supposed to be having a good time with, and he runs to the hospital where he's being paid little thing to keep himself and his family going. And time not spent with family can never ever be recovered. You cannot get, maybe for instance your child is graduating, you are not there. You cannot get it back. There is no amount of money that you used to get that time back. So I'm always in support of pay these people when due. Now, they are paying them chingom salary that will not even be enough. These people have been complaining. If you have been following the news, what am I even saying? Do you even need to be another follower of the news or trend? You will know that in Nigeria, it's either doctors are going on strike or nurses are saying this. You will hear that the government is owing them how many months. That is what happened. Very bad character. Bad behavior of our government. There are people who we don't dare owe. The security operatives, the security agencies, and the medical sector. You don't, for any reason, hold those people. By your own self, make sure that anything that will make them say, oh, it is because we have not been paid, this is why this happened. Make sure you take it from your hands so that they will be the one at fault. Because I keep saying it, these people do more than they're paid for. It is not easy to come out and maybe as a lawyer or an army personnel and you go to the bush leaving your family knowing that you are in danger every time you hear a gunshot. Every time you hear a gunshot, you are in danger. Your family stands of losing you as a husband. Your children stand to lose their father every time you go into the battlefield. And yet you go. Why do you do those things? Yes, some people go into this particular army for jobs, but there are some people who really, really want to serve their country. Why will you be removing the money from that? This December, that even some private firms even give their people more. They give them compensation, no matter how small, and say, use this one, add it to whatever you are reducing. Sincerely, this country is going haywire. It's going gaga. Let's find out, maybe they'll have a reason apart from giving them nip tax. The news in detail. Please stay with us. Officers of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps are protesting at the Corps quarters in Abuja and its formation across the country over a 5,000 naira deduction in their December salaries amidst rising economic hardship. This amount was deducted as cost for name tag as evident in the description from the transaction alert sent by People's Gazette. The name tag cost was deducted alongside other statutory deductions. The Gazette learned that Civil Defense Chief Abubakar Audi has promised to resolve the matter, but the officers are revolting that the name tag is useless because it is part of a standard uniform design and should not have been deducted in the first place amidst harsh economic conditions. When the Gazette reached out to the Corps spokesperson, Sola Odumosu, he said there is no disquiet in the Corps and there is no deduction whatsoever in the officers' salaries by the Corps. He, however, claimed that the deduction is being made by a voluntary cooperative society that the officers voluntarily joined. Let us distinguish cooperative society from the Corps. There is no deduction of salary by the Corps. The issue of salary deduction should be differentiated from the deduction for name tax. To be clear, when you talk about name tax, there is a cooperative society to which some members voluntarily belong. This voluntary membership of the cooperative society requires that monies you contribute will be invested on your behalf, and there are projects that the society undertakes on behalf of members who are cooperators. But the issue of name tag that you're talking about was discussed at the management level of a cooperative society. So let us distinguish the cooperative society from the Corps. If there is a deduction on the name tag, it is a deduction by the cooperative society on a consensus agreement of the members of a society. It is not about everybody and does not affect the generality of a Corps, Mr. Odumosu said. When asked about why the cooperative society would deduct monies for uniform accessories, Mr. Jumosu said he would not comment on behalf of the cooperative society. Other security agencies such as police and even soldiers have complained about arbitrary deduction from their wages in the past. So now they're trying to tell us that these people are lying. Yes, that's what they're saying. Don't the core members know that it's a cooperative that reduce? Sincerely, why? Since I don't even see this thing you call the news. This thing you call the news, sincerely, we don't know what to believe anymore. Today you come and hear one, tomorrow you hear another, and just as you're hearing another, you're hearing another one to counter what you have actually heard. Each Abia secondary school principal lost not less than 700,000 in the 7 months arrears being paid them by Abia state government recently. All teachers lost not less than 35,000 depending on their level. They are still owed for 11 months arrears after the wicked deduction. My maternal uncle is one of the victims of the Shylock policy. Sincerely, so this is to say that these people are not lying. Why? Why is it that people in government or people in leadership always find a way to drain out the masses? Why? When are we going to get people in leadership that are going to be adding? This is why we are talking about good governance. And please, I will say it and say it again. If you're in Nigeria and you're talking about voting for recycling people and politics in the coming election that I'm not even sure if it's going to hold, we are praying to God to be here till next year. But the way the insecurity is going is telling us otherwise. And these people are not even doing anything about it. What they are doing or what they are concerned about is how they are going to win the election by all means. Now, these people are even supposed to be, as in when are we going to vote in people? This one is an eye-opener. If you want to continue like this, keep voting recycled people who will come and do recycled things. They said only a madman does things repeatedly and expect different results. And we know we are not mad in this country. We are people who are highly intelligent and very sensible. So this is why this should be reminding us of doing the right thing. Not allowing 5,000, 10, 15 or 20,000 naira or more or less to take away your chance of voting somebody who will